Good day, madam. My name is Jia Earn, batch number 269509. We are from Group G. Our group member are Yi Qing, Wong Fang Man, Shen Meng, and me. First, we would like to demo our system with the composition from different components. The components that we use are add function, spin wheel function, sort, and remove function. These components were built by Java that used EJB component models and normal HTML code with the JavaScript file. In the composition, we need to merge all the code that's developed from different teams together. We need to create a script linked to the correct JavaScript file so that the function can perform as desired. In this work, the component with add, sort, and remove function are built from Java code that use EJB component model. There is nothing to change with this code because we use this component as our base for others to merge with. However, for JavaScript code that performs the spin wheel function, the code is complicated and challenging. When we use the Java code with EJB component model, the page will be refreshed whenever we use a submit action button. Hence, the element inside JavaScript will also be refreshed. In order to make sure the array list in Java will sync to JavaScript array, there are some modification on JavaScript code. So that's all from my part. I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Good day, madam and everyone. My name is Wong Fang Man and my matric number is 271221. Now I would like to share about the team working. So in the composition of components, we used to work in a team in finding different information and resources from the internet. The resources that teach composition of JavaScript and the EJB is very less. So we need to distribute the problem into the smaller part. In this work, it is fortunate that we have members that is good in Java and the JavaScript. For example, Jia Earn and I is good in JavaScript, so we will work for the JavaScript file and make sure that it's running well. However, Shen Meng and Yi Qing is good in Java, so they will work for the Java code. We used to meet out in the WebEx to discuss the problem that we face in the composition of the component. That's all from my part. Now I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Good day, madam. My name is Yi Qing with matrix number 270607. So now I will continue the presentation with the challenges that we face when we composite the components to become this system. The first challenge that we face is the different structure of both language, which is Java programming language and JavaScript. Although their names looks alike, but their structure is actually different. So like what we mentioned just now, when we convert the array list of Java into the array list of JavaScript, we need to have some special code to convert them smoothly. And also this is the first time that we convert from Java into JavaScript, so it's quite challenging for us. And also the way of writing is a bit different. So in the when we use EJB component model, we also use the JSP file. So when we write the Java code in JSP file, is the way of writing is different with the normal Java code. So in JSP file, we usually write the code in a block way, which is the block code, and it's quite a new way of writing code for us. So and this is the first time that we write the code like this, so it's quite a challenge for us. And also the last challenge that we face in composite the components is refresh problem. So when we use EJB component model, we have the stateful properties. So whenever we click on submit button or perform the action of submit, the page will be automatically refreshed. So whenever the page is refreshed, then the elements inside the JavaScript will also be refreshed, and then all will become zero or become null. So we need to make sure that whenever we refresh the because when we use JSP, whenever we refresh, the data is still maintained inside, but for JavaScript it's not, it's different from the JSP. So the challenge that we face is we need to make sure all the data is synced together whenever we refresh. So to prevent it become blank. So this is all the challenges that we face when we composite the components in to become this system.
My name is Shen Meng and my metric number is 201059. So I will present about the important experience. So there are several experiences that we would like to share. It is very hard to composite the component that build out from Java and JavaScript, especially they have different properties. To composite the components from these two languages, it is unavailable to make some modification on the code. So that's all for our presentation. Thank you.